What's good, y'all? Welcome to my review for this week's episode of Persona 5 the Animation, and another phenomenal episode. We actually got the stuff at the beach was also featured pretty much in this episode as well. We also got to see a little bit of Aunt Confidant, a little bit of that, which I was actually a little bit surprising to see as well. I think that's probably that's all we're going to see about Aunt Confidant, because I don't think, because we're like really late in the series. We're like, what, episode 18 this is, I believe we're in? So we only got like 5 or so episodes left. So I don't really think that they're going to really focus on any more two more console, which means it's kind of disappointing because I feel like this is when they're going to really focus on just the main story, because this is like when shit gets turned into high gear and shit goes down here from here on. So I don't know if anyone's going to stop me. It's going to stop throwing some confidences between the last two targets. I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. They might just stick because we still haven't seen Futaba, so it's glad she was introduced, last week, so it makes sense why we haven't seen hers yet. But so I do hope we do see hers later on, and we also, I don't know if we're gonna see Kawakami's at this rate. I don't think we are. But this guy just because her comment was really damn good. But as long as I get Futaba's Confidant, I will be happy. I will be pleased with the final product. I mean, I'm not gonna oh, Futaba's Confidant, what's the fucking shit. I'm like, that's one thing I really hope they do cover is Futaba's Confidant, which they might. Hopefully they do, but I won't. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, so let us begin. So we start this episode off. We have Makoto. She asks Futaba "Hey, would you join the Phantom Thieves?" Futaba's like, "Yeah, okay, sure." She's like, "I need you guys' help too. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. Kind of thing going on." And everyone's like, "Oh, okay." And then they're wondering and then Futaba's actually while she's staring at her phone, chases the timer because she's actually making some ramen and. It's making some instant noodles, actually. Anyway, and all the other guys like, okay, what should we do? And then actually when Ryuji looks back to the director, because he's on the Cure's bed, and he's like, yeah, okay. And then she's actually gone. She goes downstairs, get her ramen or instant noodles, whatever. Then they end up deciding, no, let's we get to know Futaba and help her out with her little social anxiety she has. How about we all spend a day with her, just help her get to know us, help us get used to her, yada 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 yada. And then they're also talking about going to the beach, and then I was like, yeah, but there's also no jellyfish involved. And we got best girl, and then be like, y'all listen choice, but y'all ain't really giving me much of a choice. Where she's a ramen. And so we talk about the OP real quick. It looks like in this for the OP now they've actually added a bunch of Futaba scenes in there, which. No, it's good to see it because I could be wrong, but I don't believe those were there originally when they got the new OP. I could be wrong. I'm just now noticing it, but yeah, they did. But hey, more Futaba. That's always a plus in my books. So we end up getting this quick little montage of her trying to get the other guys trying to get to know her a little bit better, where she's actually rocking the classic helmet she's had, which it was nice seeing that make its anime debut, and a lot of it, and they did portray a lot of this, pretty much all of it, through pretty much just, a montage of just stills. We did kind of sort of get a moment that I did really like in the game. We kind of got where actually, Yusuke was messing with, her Power Rangers RPM, was that Yusuke, I forget exactly what happened, but if I remember correctly, it was Yusuke was actually messing with her Power Rangers. He messed with the position slightly, and Futaba got really mad at him, and she called him Inari. That unfortunately wasn't there, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed about it. Well, I'm not one of I can imagine the Yusuke Futaba shippers were probably a little pissed off by that, and how pretty much all the moments all the little moments they kind of had. At least the big ones between when they've met, as well as what happened at the beach, because they were probably a little pissed off. But me personally, I am kind of disappointed we didn't get those Futabas because they were pretty fun to see. But like I said, I'm not gonna lose sleep over this. Plus, I didn't really and I'm not one really for the ships in P5. Anyway, so we get those, then we also see her Ryuji's working with her, they're playing some video games. We see her watching work at Sojiro's shop, but she's still wearing the fucking helmet. And then we actually see that actually our boy Kira actually went out and got a job. Which that's something in the game that you can do is get a part-time job and get some extra cash. I didn't think the anime would ever touch on that. At all, I thought the anime would have probably just would have just not touched it, but they did. Granted, it does serve a purpose, as we see later on in the episode, which I guess that's why they put it in there, but it was kind of weird seeing like the whole job mechanic actually making its appearance in the anime. I don't know if they did that for the P4 anime or the P3 anime. If any of you guys can tell me that down below, please do. Anyway, so we get back. When Kira gets home after he gets his paycheck, so we see my man Sojo, and this is when Sojo really starts to open up to us, and hence, like, as you guys saw from my previous, you guys know how much I love Sojiro. This is when I really started loving Sojiro. Like this, I love Sojiro. Like how he uses the fire, how much he cares for Futaba, and just like I saw Sojiro is one of those guys I would so crack a cold one with. And where he then teaches us how, and where he then teaches Akira how to make curry. Which then we see that the next day passes. We see that actually Ryuji and Yusuke show up, and Sojo's like, "Hey, Akira, why don't you make the curry why don't you make your friends the curry you made yesterday?" And we find out, as you could probably tell from the color of it was when Akira like made it was actually spicy curry. And I just forgot about this moment in the game, but it was hilarious, like because they put their eat it, and they're like, that's spicy, and he's like, that's spicy, and the guy's like, you have a child's tongue. And so like we see Akira, we see Ryuji and Yusuke just sweating buckets while they're just eating the curry because they love it. Because they love how it tastes, but spicy as hell, so they can't stop eating it. It was hilarious to watch that. Oh man, seriously. Like as you guys know, my mouth, like I said, most people talking like doing these reviews is not doing my mouth any favor. So yeah, if you guys need some stopping sentences or jump cutting, that's why. Because cheeks are killing me right now. Anyway, now you can start for me these reviews. Anyway, so then we got on Futaba and Makoto. I almost forgot their names were slipping my mind for some reason. They come in. They got to see. They hand in they asked about Futaba's swimsuit, and so and then he has a nice little moment I just love. Like Futaba's voice actress, she's great. Where she's like, where they remind we're going to the beach, and my girl Futaba's like, oh, we're going to the beach, and she's so they're like, you don't gotta force yourself. You don't gotta force yourself. You don't want to. And she's like, no, I'm gonna go all out and like have an offline beach day with my friends. I'm like, and just the art animation, our glasses were kind of a little off and a little crooked. It was just hilarious to watch. So they take Futaba in the back, and they have her try on the swimsuit that they got her, and they're like, they barely cut it, and we get like these close-up eye shots of all of the guys as they watch, probably having some very inappropriate thoughts going on in their head. Get your minds out of the gutters, you people. Anyway, and then we get to my man Yusuke, and my man still sweating as he slowly eats the curry. I'm like, that was fun to see. That was probably one of my favorite moments in the game. And this is one of my favorite moments in this episode, I should say. Then we get to the beach, we got the guys, and there surprisingly wasn't that much fan service. I mean, there was a little, but really not much. I was actually legit shocked that there was like barely any fans, because I thought if anyone's going to put the budget anywhere, it was going to be here with a shit ton of fans from On and Makoto. But no, they actually did what they did earlier on, where they pretty much a lot of it is just montages with stills, which is interesting to see. But we do get the moment where where they enter the beach. Futaba has the towel around her face like a mummy. They untied, and then, she's like, "How do I look?" And our boy Kira just puts thumbs up. He's like, "I made this look great." And so we get some moments between them, like them splashing the water, get some nice shots here and there for that quality fan service. And so we see now there was another moment here that I would have liked to see between Yusuke and Futaba that was cut, but we did end up getting the moment that preceded that beforehand, where we actually. Right after Futaba, looks at the banana boats over there. She wants to take a ride on it. She's like, Akira comes like, want to take a ride? And she's like, yeah, but I don't know if I have enough money for it. And then my man Akira just pulls up this money and being like, don't worry, I got you. She's like, I got you, Futaba. And they kind of have that ching sound effect. Like, they got some, really, probably, like public domain, probably, sound effects. Like, I'm not hating, because, they are perfectly timed. I'm just saying that these were probably stuff they got off as, some public domain sound effects, website or something. Like I said, not hating, but No, I'm just playing because I know I've heard that before. And so she's like, just go ham, girl. So we get some moments between them, and then we get to the moment that I did like that. I was happy that I was glad that did make an appearance in this episode. Was actually Yusuke with the lobsters. My man Yusuke was like, I saw once I first saw these lobsters, it was love at first. I just had to buy it. My man Kira's like, do you even have money to get the train ride home? He's like, ah, shit. That was nice to see. And then we get some more moments between them in the montage. We got we got my man Yusuke over there making like this like amazing sandcastle. You got Kira and Morgana bearing Ryuji. You got, of course, Futaba on, and I believe also Makoto was also there without the banana boat. And so then we get to the fun part of it. I gotta say, the voice there for Futaba, great shit. Where we pretty much get a little bit more into Futaba's mind, which is like, I love where we got a little bit more background on Futaba's. A little bit more of Futaba's background. Where Futaba, like, I love my mom. I love how she would always, work all nighters, but still somehow manage to wake up early in the mornings. Make me a box lunch every day. How she would always scold me for peeking at her nose. Yada 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 yada. And she also says that, and she also tells the guys that, like, look, guys, I'm not joining the Phantom Thieves to just, steal people's hearts. It's to figure out why my mom was killed. She's pretty much so, which I do like about Futaba, how she is being honest. She's like, look, guys, I'm not all for the whole, steal heart thing. I mean, I'm sure she likes doing, save people, but she's like, I have an ulterior motive, which is to figure out what the hell happened to my mom, why she was killed, who killed her. Why did it happen? The who, what, when, where, why, and hows. She wants to get all into, because, like, she also explained that she, like, did some hacking and, like, looked up classified documents or and she found nothing. That's why she's so good at hacking. And the other guys are like, yeah, we got you, Futaba, we're definitely going to help you on your journey to go save your mom. Or I guess I should say, to help you figure out why your mom was killed. And I forgot to mention this earlier, but actually, the moment that was cut out here that we have between Yusuke and Futaba was actually like, Futaba was just trying to grab at Yusuke's lobster, but Yusuke was like, nah. That was a nice little moment, but that was in the game, but unfortunately it was not in the anime. Like I said, I'm not going to lose sleep over, but I would have liked to have seen it be animated. And so then we see Akira and Ryuji actually head over to the fishing pond to, I guess, just, unwind and do a little fishing. Or we actually see Kawakami is there, which I'm glad that I was just surprised to put that moment, because that moment really has no real bearing on the overall plot, but I did like that they did include, and they're asking, like, Kawakami, like, why are you here? And she's like, I come here to unwind. Why are you here? And so that was a nice little moment to see. I wonder if we are going to see any of Kawakami's confidant on the show, because, I mean, granted, we did see a little bit of it earlier on, but I don't know if they're going to go into further details, like what really would happen with her confidant, like, what happens earlier. I don't think they're probably going to go that route. They're probably just not even touching what they do, whatever. I'm not going to see her, but I will be a little disappointed if they end up not covering it at all and really start delving into it. Because like I said before, her confidant along with Futaba were probably like my top two favorites, in all honesty. And actually, while they were there, at the fishing pond, Futaba texted them and say like, hey, I'm going to go to Akihabara, I'm going to go get a game, you guys might join me? And she's like, yeah, we can meet up there. And then we see Vesco. Now this was part of Futaba's comment, which I am kind of glad that we are seeing bits of it, but I really hope they go down, because like when we got in the later ranks, it really got interesting with her. I almost want to tell you guys little bits and pieces, but I don't want to spoil it just in case the anime does touch upon it, but regardless, like I said, it's very interesting. I really hope they do go deeper into it. Anyway, so they go to the mall. Futaba's crying, and the cop's like, I can't help you if you keep crying. I'm like, oh, best girl, you're good. And then we got Akira, which was just actually played out differently in the game. Because in the game, it was just Akira that was there, but here they actually added Ryuji, and we got a nice little, and I like how this little dialogue they actually had Ryuji had on added to the scene that was not in the game. Anyway, they rush over to her, like, Futaba, and then she like, hides behind Akira and Ryuji and pushes them forward. And she's like, the cop's like, are these friends of yours? She's like, nods her head. I'm like, aww. One of the main reasons I love Futaba, she's so adorable, she's so cute. and just her backstory and everything. But yeah, y'all don't need me preaching about how much I love Futaba. You guys get the point already. Anyway. And so, while this is going on, she explains, yeah, I panicked. People started, I was scared that I couldn't move. People started saying, and the cops, and then, it kind of went to shit from there on. And we got my man, Ryuji, he's over there in a massage chair talking about, if you need anything, just contact us. And, she's right, the chance of, crawling next to Akira. And that was kind of so cute, where she's I'll have to depend on you forever. And Ryuji said, you two remind me of a big brother and a little sister, which is how a lot of people do view Akira and Futaba as a kind of and why probably a lot of people don't end up romancing Futaba and they end up picking up the other girls because they view her more as a little sister to Akira, which, I mean, I can say me personally, I don't care. I still say she's best girl. And I will every time, and when I do, but no, if I ever get back to playing P5, I'm romancing her because, like I said, she's best girl. But that's how a lot of people, but I did like that they actually had that little dialogue showing up, yeah, that's pretty much how a lot of people, the P5 we do view Futaba and Akira as more of a big brother, little sister type of relationship. And so we then get to this, and then we actually see Mishima with, we actually get to this moment where they're back at that little buffet we saw around the beginning of the series, with actually, after they defeated Kamo Shithead. We're actually Mishima. Now, I honestly forget how the hell this happened in the game, but pretty much it's Mishima's on this date, and he's looking for this girl, and he doesn't know she blew her off, so he ends up just walking away. He ends up looking around for food. And so, yeah, and then we actually end up back to the future where she finds that this is when the Phantom Thieves popularity, skyrocketed. You guys had, a massive, movement going on. The fan side was popping. Y'all had merch and shit, the whole 9 yards. We also get down to the metaverse where we are, or Mementos, I should say, where they give Futaba her name, which ends up being Oracle, which I swear it's a Batgirl reference, and yeah, we also find out that the more popular the Phantom Thieves get, the bigger Mementos ends up becoming. And so, and we also get this moment where we actually get a piece of Ann's confidant. Now, I think I know why A1 put this in here right now, and they actually had this other moment, which I'll discuss about that later, because of a future event, which I'll discuss a little bit what I mean later on. So she's pretty much talking with this friend of hers or rival, whatever, where they're oh hey, I'm a big fan of your work, On, and then she ends up framing her and being oh, that's horrible, On. You think that you're not serious about this? You think this is just a part-time job? And right behind On is the photographer and the other guys. And she's where they end up just picking her because they don't think, because of what she said. Akira caught wind of this and heard everything. Then heading back to the cat. Then heading to Big Bang Burger, where she's kind of a little obsessed about this, but she's I don't even know if I'm even serious about the whole modeling thing. Morgana tries to be is there anything I can do to help you, Lady Odd? And she's nah. She ends up just paying him and be nah, you're this is more of a me problem, dude. And plus, you do a great job as being our mascot. Which and we also get this other one where Morgana is sleeping, and in the dream he actually has I think a shadow version of himself, which I do not remember that being the anime. So I think that's anime original. I could be wrong on that, or that was in the game, so this could be anime original. So what I think they're going on is to have this build up and have them build up to this moment that happens later on with Morgana. I won't spoil what happens or what it is. Probably some of you could probably guess what they're probably leading into, because in the game it was kind of a little jarring, at least from what I remember. So I think this is just to help them. I think A1 has purposely put this moment in there from Ann's confidant, as well as the dream sequence, to have them ease into this event a little bit more, have it less and not feel as, I guess you could say, jarring as that happened in the game. At least that's what I'm thinking A1 is going at. And so at the end of the episode, they get this little moment where, where we got Ryu, where we got Sojiro, Akira, and Futaba, where they're just like, lighting up some fireworks. That was a nice little moment to see. And yeah, so overall, it gives us a 10 out of 10. The moments, the voice acting was great. The art animation was overall pretty good. The moments we got and the moments we did get, with the beach and everything with Futaba, were also a nice, huge plus. That also bumped up the rating just because, it is best girl. And yeah, and then we also get this post credit scene, which is leading up to the next person the families will target. Okamura, I believe his name is, and where that's also we're going to get introduced to Haru, the final member of the Phantom Thieves. Which I ain't got nothing to really say about Haru. She eyed, in all honesty, guys. Like, me personally, of all the main girls we get in P5, she's honestly probably my least favorite. Now maybe that's because she was introduced so late in the game, but I mean, if you said oh no, good, I think Haru's best girl, I can kind of understand where you're coming from, but me personally, she just isn't my type. In my perspective, she just isn't awesome type. Like, I'll take An, Makoto, Kawakami any day of the week over Haru. That's just my personal opinion. So yeah, so overall, I give this episode a 10 out of 10, guys. So like I said, Fred, the animation was great. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how they're going to tackle some of the Haru, and they're going to add any moments between her, because, and also, I don't even remember much of what happened with her. But yeah. So, hope you all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me, subscribe, Twitter, Facebook, below. As always, come back for more. See you guys next time.